Ladies, we have to rest. Like, we have to rest. And the first step to resting is finding a man that creates a safe space for you to rest, a place where you don't have to be tootsie rolling and doing all these gymnastics to catch them in something. Hello, welcome back to Bennystake. I'm your girl Benny, and we're back in the living room. We're back in the living room because we are watching Blue Therapy. Okay, I'm gonna try to rush this along. So go ahead and subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you always know when I upload.
And that's probably because I never really let you say how you truly feel. I'm sorry.
So now she gonna be the one that apologizes about how, like, oh, maybe she not gonna be a good listener. She never really lets him, share his feelings, blase blase. And I'm like, did they edit some things out that we ain't seen? Because if that's gonna be the apology that she gonna give, he needs to go ahead and join her and give that same apology because he don't listen either. He interrupted her the whole time she was trying to talk.
I'm not entirely over things that have happened in our past whilst we were broken up.
She gonna be like, I'm not entirely over some of the things that's happened in our past while we were broken up. This gonna be Daisy talking about Joseph, that's not Jesus' stepdaddy, that went down there to go ahead and get him a tattoo when she was giving life through her pum pum. So what else happened? What else happened in his past, in y'all's past, where y'all was out here broken up?
Daisy has a lot of issues with me when it comes to having relationships with any other female.
Whenever that's an issue, it's simply because the guy lacks clear boundaries, okay, and wants to go over here, be tootsie rolling and gyrating and disrespecting the relationship. That's typically when women tend to have a problem with that. Whenever y'all are loose, okay, with the boundaries.
He went on a date with someone else during the periods that we broke up.
So now she gonna be like, I know he went on a date when we were broken up, but if I find out there's more, it's gonna be on. Again, on what ground? Y'all was broken up. As soon as things are broken up, everybody can go ahead and break bread and break their bodies to everybody else. The same way you was allowed to do the same. That's the problem with y'all. Y'all be wanting to heal from relationships. The best way to heal from a relationship is to go ahead and get under a new relationship. Go ahead and get you another man. Okay? To dig you deep into that mattress. That's how you get over a relations. Okay, what are we talking about? If y'all was broken up, y'all was broken up.
So for me, when we first started talking, you would lie over the stupidest things. Like,
So why the devil gonna be a lie? Why Joseph, that's not Jesus' stepdaddy, okay, that went down there to go ahead and get him a tattoo while you was down there giving life through your pum pum, that baby is a lie too. He gonna lie about little things. He gonna lie about the necklace. He gonna lie about the hair. Even the hair on his head, it's not his. That one is a wig. He's lying about even that one. So why are you?
no Warren James. It was little white lies like that.
He gonna be like, oh, she's fucking crazy. No, you are a lie. Like, the devil is a lie. You are a liar too. Literally, you take the devil's job per diem. Whenever he tired of lying, it be you that be covering for him. You be lying the whole time.
Checking my laptop, my phone.
As I should, and as
What do you mean, as you should?
She gonna be like, so the therapist gonna ask, are you always like hyper-vigilant? She gonna be like, as I should be. And he gonna be like, why should you? Because she be checking the password, she be checking the computer, she be checking like, beloved, if you have to do all that, just go ahead and get out of the relations. It's too much.
Especially as a woman, you need to go through your man's phone. Like,
Now she gonna advise the girl is like, as a woman, you got to go ahead and go through your man's phone and do the things. It's like, okay, I have my husband's password, but it's like if I'm going through his phone, I'm going through his phone to look for some, I don't know, a pic. I'm looking for something silly. I'm not looking in his phone to find some things. Because the person that he is, okay, I don't need to do that. There's regular just like, oh, here's my phone. Like how you like there's regular just like, you have your partner's phone because you have your partner's phone. But there's like the obsession with like, I'm finna go ahead and check and you should be checking. No. A relationship where you feel safe and you feel comfortable, where you trust them and they trust you, you never have to really do that for real, for real. If you're ever on his phone, you're just on his phone, not because you're investigating some things. Yes, check the phones, but it's like we also have to talk about why we need to be checking the phones consistently. We're not secure and we're not safe in those relationships, right? Like the people, again, he's lying about stupid things. So now you have to be anxiously looking through some things to find him in a lie. The solution isn't to keep looking for some things. The solution is to find you another man that's not going to keep raising your blood pressure out here turning into Detective Quavo.
They will betray you and they will let you down.
So she's going to be like, under the right circumstances, anybody going to go ahead and betray you. Okay. What does you checking their phone do about their ability to betray you? Because if they're going to betray you, they're going to betray you nonetheless. All you're going to do is find the evidence of the betrayal. It doesn't change them from betraying you.
I knew something was fishy. I knew he was with a girl.
So we was broken up. And then he went out to be with his, his boys. And I called him and he didn't answer. So I knew something was up. Ladies, we have to rest. Like, we have to rest. And the first step to resting is finding a man that creates a safe space for you to rest, a place where you don't have to be tootsie rolling and doing all these gymnastics to catch them in some things. It's a man that just love their women. It's a man, they just love their women. They just do. You ain't got to tootsie roll. You ain't got to do a whole lot of, like, you just don't got to. They just love you, and they can be trustworthy.
Broken up, but we're still trying to figure things out, right? You know, but
So were y'all broken up, or was it given like we were on a break, like Rachel and Ross down there at Friends? Y'all be watching Friends?
the calling every 10 minutes turned into every 30 seconds.
You're calling?
I was calling his phone every 30 seconds.
She gonna be calling his phone every 30 seconds, and she's telling this story, and she's proud of telling this story. Like, any man that's gonna bring that level of anxiety up out of you, beloved, you need to go ahead and be gone. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm.
Oh, I can't answer the phone. I'm outside with my friends, and I just feel so sad about our breakup.
But now he gonna lie. He gonna be talking about how, like, I was down there at the restaurant with my boys and I just was so sad because I was crying and I was crying about you, beloved. And he's sitting there looking like, dang, like, yeah, I really did like it's like ah, Jesus Christ. And for the rest of your life, guess what? You're going to be anxious about not only your child, because when you have children, you always have to worry about, like, okay, what are they doing? How are they doing? Like, are they okay? What's happening? Like, are they safe? You're going to be worried about that. But guess what? You're also going to be having to worry about this grown man because he be lying and you don't trust him. Instead of just getting you a man that doesn't have to bring that energy up out of you. And the thing about men is they lie stupid. Like, men will lie about things that's like, it's so easy to just like disprove. He gonna lie, but then it's gonna be a snap of him and it's gonna be a girl's voice in the background. One thing about women, whenever women cheat, you're not gonna know. You're not gonna know. Because we don't be stupid.
I was never gonna admit it, I'll be honest. Like, I was doubling down on that lie. I invested Bitcoin into that lie.
Now he gonna be like he invested Bitcoins in that lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. This relationship is toxic. I've already said she should have been left, and I've already also said she should have never given this baby a child. Okay? At this point, this is entertainment. So everything I say moving forward, it's just going to be commentary for the sake of commentary. Y'all not even going to get my breath of like, oh, maybe you should do this and that. No. So he was out here cocky, like, okay, so if I add more details, I'm gonna confuse her. But mind you, the girl is listen. The thing about lying, the more details you add, the easy it is for you to forget what you lied about, and then that's how y'all be getting caught. Y'all don't just be saying one thing. Y'all gonna add sazon. Y'all gonna add paprika. Y'all gonna add turmeric. Y'all gonna add ginger. Like y'all always wanna add details, and then guess what? Y'all be forgetting what the details be. The same way y'all be forgetting where y'all socks be, where y'all car keys be. The same way y'all be forgetting everything. Y'all be forgetting the stupid details that y'all done gave during the lies. What else he did, Daisy? Please do let us know.
Because I just knew it would be too much headache.
Now he was gonna have him a migraine by telling the truth. He says, telling the truth, it be causing me headaches. It be causing me migraines. I'm not finna do that. Let me go ahead and tell a lie. Then I'm gonna add 3.5 other lies to the lie that I told. To avoid the migraine, okay? The ibuprofen and acetaminophen not finna fix. What else he did?
But how comes you don't try and build trust for people to trust you?
Talk to me.
So he gonna be like, if you want me to trust you and you want me to build the trust, you yourself, you have to start building the trust. So if I'm building trust, you are building trust, everybody's gonna be building the trust. Please do tell us more.
I go through Daisy's phone and then I see this.
So you are on her phone and she's on your phone. This one is like, it's a phone swap. We are just swapping. You look at my message, me, I look at your message. Okay.
He's a music producer. And
Not
he's chatting with this guy. They are asking each other questions like they're getting to know each other. Or how.
now she said, I'm gonna go, if you're not gonna act right, I'm gonna go ahead and go to whatchamacallit. Brother on the beats, eh? Sense to me. And then wanna sense to me. What was the name? Michael on the beats, eh? If you're not gonna act right, beloved child, I'm gonna get me a music producer. And when we down there in the bedroom and I'm producing some sounds that's gonna be heavenly, don't ask me about nothing since you ain't heard the voice of the girl that was down there on your Snapchat. Listen, if you're gonna have your girl in your Snapchat, I'm gonna have me wicked producer. They will produce me and replicate me down there in that bedroom. Don't worry about it, beloved.
Maybe we can do a private studio session for you.
Not the private. Okay, now, Daisy, I see your game. Daisy's like, you gonna lie, beloved. I'm not even gonna try to lie about nothing. The evidence will be present. Okay, all the sources is gonna be readily available for you. We gonna have us a private session. Okay, he gonna produce, I'm gonna produce. He gonna make a sound, I'm gonna make a sound. Beat, 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 beat. Okay? This gonna be the sound. Okay? Listen, it's gonna be privately now. We gonna produce a joyful noise privately. With the weekend producer. Okay, Daisy, listen. And they both laughing. Like this is the most unserious couple if I've ever did see it. Okay, very unserious.
From this chair, you're both saying exactly the same thing.
Then she gonna turn around to the therapist and be like, well, let us know what you think, beloved. Even the Lord can weigh in on this and it's still not gonna be enough to solve this. Absolutely not. She gonna be like, you both have trust issues. Okay? You don't trust him. He never made you feel safe. So guess what? You was looking for safety somewhere else, while at the same time entertaining a man that you shouldn't have been entertaining the whole time. So what are we doing? What are we doing on my screen?
One thing I'm afraid to tell you, but I need to, is... Yeah.
So they're supposed to go ahead and tell each other like, okay, this is something I've been afraid to tell you, but I'm going to tell you this nonetheless. And the response going to be, thank you for telling me, that matters to me. They're going to be like, that's asking for love. Karen, there is some black people. You can't ask them these things. The way Daisy is sitting, she gonna pop him at the mouth. He gonna say something wrong and she gonna pop him at the mouth. Daisy not playing with this baby.
I didn't really like it.
So she gonna tell the story about that one time he been got him some whatchamacallit, some dreadlocks. And before she could even finish, he gonna jump in on something like, what do you mean? And the therapist had to be like, that's not the response. This don't work for the blacks. This do not work for the blacks. And notice how she done started with something real cute. It's gonna be the dreadlocks. He about to drop something that's gonna make her pop him in the mouth. That's exactly what's about to happen.
One thing I'm afraid to tell you, but I need to is, I'm not gonna lie. Some of my friends think you're crazy.
Some of my friends think you're crazy. This baby is fighting for his life because the way Daisy turned around and was like, please do let me know what you've been keeping from me. Let's see. Let's see the things that her face was like, let me see the things that you've been keeping from me. So he gonna be like, oh, my friends like you, but they think you're crazy, and he laughing. That ain't no laughter of something is funny. That's the kind of laughter where you're fearing for your life. Miss Therapist Lady, this don't work for the blacks. Find another method.
We did kiss.
The day that she was out here calling the main line. Jesus is on the main line, but Joseph, that started Jesus' stepdaddy, was not on the main line. And she was out here calling and calling and calling. And he done lied about it. He gonna say that they did kiss. I'm gonna let you know right now, they ain't just kiss. They was hunching, they was touching and agreeing. They did a whole lot more. But he not gonna say that for real, because the way Daisy is sitting. Okay, now. Go ahead and give your answer. Give your answer. Thank you.
Are you being serious?
She can't even let that out. I'm not gonna thank you for this because you been lied the whole time.
Like, you saw all my texts, you saw all my calls, you knew I was pregnant.
And it comes right back to the pregnancy again. You saw all my messages, you saw all my calls. And mind you, that whole time you knew I was pregnant. So the whole journey with her pregnancy, it ain't just the feeling of like he don't really support me. It ain't started down there at the hospital when her pum was giving life. Remember how I said that kind of behavior was not new. There were always times where he prioritized whatever he had going on above her. That was the nail on the coffin, but that was not the first time at all. Because now we hear from her, and we hear in her voice that was yet again another time where you did not prioritize me. And I was pregnant with our child. You saw my calls, you saw all of my messages, okay? But then you was down there playing tongue wrestling with some random girl down there on Snapchat, and then you lied about it. That feeling of like not being supported, that feeling where like I can't trust you. It's not just that I cannot trust you because of the lies that you tell, but I literally cannot trust you with my life because in that moment I was vulnerable and I couldn't trust you to pull up for me. And not only could you not pull up for me, but you was down there, okay, tongue wrestling and touching and agreeing with some girl from Instagram. Not Instagram, a Snapchat.
Disassociate myself from the situation and act like...
What the fuck?
Whenever he says that she don't really be letting me express myself, I could see that little inkling right then and there. Not that he's right, because again, you are the one that lied, right? However, period. In that moment, I don't believe he was lying. He started talking about how, like, the news of becoming, like, new parents, and then me and you were kind of, like, talking and not talking. I almost, like, disassociated. I don't know why I be disassociating with with each other's coochies. I don't know why I got to go ahead and disassociate into a random woman's coochie. But nonetheless, that's where he was. And as he's saying that, she gonna be like, well, what the... This man has never made you feel safe. This man has never made you feel supported. Yet and still, Yet and still, you let him cross your canal, leave his luggage, and carried on with the carrying on. I will never understand that at all.
There's a part of me that doesn't really feel compassion for him, and I'll match his energy.
She gonna be like, now, the two of us, we gonna tangle now. Cause I asked you 111 times. You said it was nothing. Nothing happened. You stood by that lie. What did you say? You invested your Bitcoin, like you used to 10 toes down on that lie. Okay, now guess what? Like, girl, hey, who? You know what I will say? For a guy that's gonna be like this, you need a woman that's gonna be like this right back. A woman that's not gonna sit and take your behavior and then they're gonna go cry about it. You're gonna treat me any old way and I don't have the courage to leave just yet. Guess what? I'm also gonna hurt you right here and right there. Whenever you have a nothing and a half of a man, sometimes they need a woman like Daisy that's gonna be like, listen, two can play this game. Okay, I don't give a damn about your feelings. So watch what I'm about to say. What is you about to say, beloved?
I need to tell you.
The baby not yours. The baby not yours. The baby not yours. The baby not yours. Come on. Come on. Why they gonna leave me on the cliff? Is the baby not his? Did you and the wicked producer produce some things? Come on. Why y'all gonna... You know what? I'm just gonna play the next episode so we can wrap this up, child. Y'all not gonna leave me on a cliffhanger now. I'm gonna save myself. I'm not gonna hang on no cliff. Next episode, come on up.
That's not the first date we've organized.
Did you ever go on any of them?
No.
Nah, hey. Man, they gon' dish out things that they cannot even handle themselves. So now Daisy gonna let us know that the wicked producer that wanted to go ahead and produce a joyful noise with her, okay, that was not the first time that they was trying to plan to go ahead and produce a joyful noise together. Okay? This was a concept of a plan, a concept of a date. A concept of a date. So now you're going to have Joseph. That's not Jesus' stepdaddy, who decided to go ahead and be tongue wrestling the lady down there on the Snapchat and was down there getting him a tattoo when her pum pum was giving life to their daughter. Right? You're going to have him, he going to get up and walk away over a concept, okay, of a date with the wicked producer. Mind you, okay, this whole time, he been lying about Snapchat lady because she been asked him 1,001 times about Snapchat lady. So it's I was out here thinking she about to say like the baby not yours. Girl, you just planned the dates and you ain't never really went on them. That's like, but you see how insecure he is? You see how he can't even handle that? Dang.
Whatever, man.
Men's egos be so fragile, but they cannot even handle the treatment that they give to women. They can't even handle it themselves. Is he gonna come back? Come back. Come back.
Concerned about my lips.
A job of a therapist gonna be hard because she's trying to have a conversation. Why this baby gonna line her lips? She gonna be like, let me just go ahead and upgrade my lip a low 1, 2, 1, 3. I don't give a damn. You're not gonna catch me on this here people's Netflix looking dry. My lips not gonna be dry like Benny, because you know Benny, her lips, they stay dry. Let me actually hydrate and moisturize my lips. Okay. When Daisy's out here moisturizing hers, since Joseph, that ain't Jesus' stepdaddy, okay, who went down there to go ahead and get him a tattoo while her pum pum was giving life, why he's storming out over a concept of a date.
And I didn't really want to use that person just to, like, I don't know, I guess get back at Joseph.
So now she explains that, okay, those dates, I just wanted to, like, be spiteful, but like, I'm actually not a spiteful person. I'm not going to do you the way you do me. Because I know in his case, he was going to go ahead and do me dirty, just like he did, and they lied about it. But actually, I don't have the heart to actually hurt you the way you're willing to hurt me.
I don't even. Yeah, but
Ah. Daisy gonna match his energy because he gonna come back talking about how, like, I don't trust, that you never did nothing with him. I don't trust anything that you say. And she gonna be like, I don't give a damn. You kiss her. We're not gonna two-zero around the fact that you was actually tongue wrestling this lady while I just had a concept of a date that I never actually went to. Because Loki, as much as I want to be spiteful and treat you the way you treat me, I don't even have the hatred for you the way you do me.
I genuinely didn't even have the heart to do it.
Mm-hmm. Now she gonna be crying. She gonna be like, the difference between me and you, I ain't even had the heart to do it. Because the therapist was like, y'all essentially doing the same thing. Y'all don't trust each other. So you feel like bringing in a third person in the relations gonna somehow fix the things that it ain't gonna fix.
why lie about it though?
Not the devil's doppelganger that be out here working per diem down there in hell lying. Why he gonna ask the lady why lie about the potential, thought of a plan that you never actually saw through? Mind you, you lied several times about the girl down there on the whatchamacallit, what's that nanny? Oh my lord, what's the thing? Snapchat. Not you. Oh my lord.
This bullshit just needs to stop, man.
And he gonna apologize. He gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna take responsibility for my share of the bullshit, but like this bullshit has to stop. You started, like, literally the first shit came from you. Like, you started the bullshit. Get off my screen. I'm tired. All right, y'all. That's it on that. I'm not going to go through another couple. I didn't realize how draining this show was going to be. It's literally just like, it's aggravating my spirit. So we're just going to go ahead and pick up from episode 3. And I could see, like, from the side that it was going to go ahead and be, whatchamacallit, Lord of the Rings, Victor, and Spineless Maria. I don't know what the two of them going to be talking about, but like, we're going to pick up from there next time. If you haven't yet, please go ahead and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so that you always know when I upload. I'm going to go ahead and see you guys on the next one. Bye, Z's.